As we've been telling you, a veteran Philadelphia police officer has gotten his job back after being seen on this viral video punching a woman last September. We are now joined by Enrique Latoison, the attorney for the victim, Ida Guzman. First of all, were you expecting this outcome less than a year after that incident?
Unfortunately, we were after the arbitration. We actually did expect, Ada was informed by me and about how the process worked, and we did believe that he was going to be reinstated. Still, it was still shocking. Even though we thought that he would get his job back, it's still shocking when you actually hear that he did get his job back. This is not exactly how we expected the process to play out from the very beginning when you watch that video to what's taking place today.
How is your client feeling about this outcome?
I mean, she's very upset, and she's embarrassed. I mean, she's often approached by people in the community that say, you're the lady that got punched in the face by the Philadelphia cop, and he got away with it. And somehow people can't make the connection that, you know, Ms. Guzman has done everything that's been asked of her. She's answered every subpoena. She showed up to every court date. She, even after settling with the city, and she was under no obligation, she still showed up, and she still testified as the city asked her to do, and because it was never about the money. So she's embarrassed, she's upset, and she also feels that she doesn't trust the police. She acknowledges the fact that 99% of police officers are hardworking individuals, and this goes to that 1%.
So what is next for Ida Guzman then?
I mean, at this point, we've already asked the federal government, you know, formally and informally to launch an investigation in this matter. Other members of the community that are supportive of Ada have also done the same thing. The federal government has acknowledged the fact that they are in receipt of that request for an investigation. They put that in writing, but they haven't indicated whether or not they will actually pick the case up.
Do you think they will?
I mean, we're hoping so. I mean, you know, a lot of people are in support of Ada, and even today, the phone's been ringing off the hook. I also get calls from police officers. I get calls from all walks of people who are, they're upset, they're insulted about what happened, and we can only hope that the federal government will look and see that an injustice took place in this case and that it serves the community as a whole if the federal government were to get involved in this case.
All right. Enrique Latoison, thank you so much. Attorney for Ida Guzman. We will have Police Commissioner Charles Ramsey's reaction to this coming up on NBC 10 News.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Renee Chenault at the top. That Philadelphia police officer could be back on the force as soon as tomorrow. And the woman who was hit is talking about it to NBC 10's Luann Khan, who is live tonight in Chester. Luann?
Not surprisingly, Ida Guzman and her attorney believe this ruling to put Lieutenant Jonathan Josey back in uniform, back on the street, is another injustice that flies in the face of what happened. That's what they believe, but they also admit, and so does the commissioner, there's not a lot they can do about it.
And he hit me and liar.
But an arbitrator disagrees with Ida Guzman, her version of what happened. Today he ruled Lieutenant Jonathan Josey not only gets his job back, he maintains his rank and benefits with back pay.
They've had people negotiate a very favorable contract to them that basically makes it impossible to fire them, even under this circumstance. I mean, when people hear this, people just collectively just, really?
It's Luann Khan with NBC 10 News.
We're unable to reach Josey at his home, but his attorney says he's relieved.
It's satisfying to see two separate fact finders come to the same conclusion, that John Josey didn't do anything wrong other than do his job that day.
I did what I thought was in the best interest of the department and the city.
Police Commissioner Ramsey fired Josey last fall after video of what happened following the Puerto Rican Day Parade went viral. Josey was charged with assault but cleared by a judge. The 20-year veteran and highway patrol officer fought to get his job back. And now?
A decision has been rendered, and I'll abide by it.
Guzman did win a $75,000 settlement from the city, and her attorney is pushing for a federal investigation. Live in Chester, Luann Khan, NBC 10 News.